I realized that I was tired quite often. I also knew that I was a snorer. I snored all the time. I could also drop off sleeping at a dime. Honestly, I could be in mid-conversation and I would fall asleep. At one point in time, I fell asleep at a dinner table without even having a drink. So we knew that there was a problem. We just didn't define what that problem was. I found myself doing a lot of research, and I didn't seem to fit the parameter of the client or the patient who finds themselves being diagnosed with sleep apnea. I didn't have a lot of those symptoms that people had. What I had was a pervasive tiredness. What I had was almost a narcolepsy. I started realizing that I had a problem with sleep apnea after I traveled with a friend who told me that I don't realize that I stopped breathing during the night and that I made her so nervous that she watched me and she couldn't believe the way I was gasping for breath. So at that moment is when I started going to my internist, and she's the one who recommended that I have the sleep study done. When I went on the CPAP machine, it didn't last more than a week. It kept me up more than my snoring did, more than my sleep apnea did. My sleep apnea index was 78 times per hour I was waking up or stopping breathing. Ultimately, after I saw Dr. Rosen, that index went down to 3 times per hour. I came to see Dr. Rosen after doing some internet search and really taking the time to try and find out alternatives to working with a CPAP machine. When I originally called up to see Dr. Rosen and came in, I was relatively blunt about the fact that I was divorced, I was dating, and the idea of a CPAP machine was not appealing to me because I just couldn't see myself eventually ending up in a relationship where I would be going to bed looking like Darth Vader. I thought the office experience was great. Dr. Rosen saw my results from the sleep study I had originally had done at Newton Wellesley Hospital. After that, he took those studies as well as he did his own analysis and came up with the basically the diagnosis that he thought that I would be a really good patient for the dental appliance. The thing that I find so fantastic about the appliance that I've been using is that I feel so much better when I wake up in the morning. I feel rested. I wake up before my alarm even goes off. I'm much clearer during the course of the day, even as much, I can say it as much as even driving. I feel clearer than I was before, and most importantly, I just think that it has really enhanced that, my breathing during the evening. It's done the trick. I'm not tired during the day. I have a tremendous amount of energy. I did not have energy. I thought I was depressed before this, and instead I was just tired. And I was in fact diagnosed as being depressed for a period of time. And after I started using this appliance, I found out that I wasn't depressed. I was just tired, and I no longer needed any kind of medication that the doctors had put me on. I've already given Dr. Rosen's name to friends of mine, colleagues of mine, both male and female, as well as my daughter plans to come next summer because I believe she has the same issue. And I'm happy to recommend Dr. Rosen for anyone who's suffering from any kind of sleep apnea. Even when I was in the hospital doing the sleep study, I literally in the morning told 2 people who were walking out of their rooms the same time I was, saying, you know what, you should do this, consider this before you go on the CPAP machine, and I just gave them the phone number.